Welcome back. This is an Aleks homework video on naming ionic compounds with common polyatomic ions. So as you learn the polyatomic ions, you can use them, and the more practice you have, the better. Also, we're practicing using cation names. Remember, representative element cation names, anything from the first, second, and third columns, just regular names. You would say potassium or aluminum or whatever. But the transition elements are going to have Roman numerals because they can make more than one cation. So when you're given a cation like this, Fe3+, you would name it iron 3. When you're given chromium 3+, you name it chromium 3. Okay, so you're going to do two things. You're going to need to know the names of these anions. As you learn them, practice them, you'll get them. And then you put them together and realize that they also have to balance. So you would have to say balance a -1 with a +3. So I have to have 3 of these. Anytime you're combining or multiplying whole polyatomic ions, you're going to need parentheses in order to make the empirical formula. All right, so let's play with these. You're going to start with the cation first, so they're always going to be first. The charge doesn't go into the name, so you're just going to have to keep that in your head for a second. So I've got iron 3, it's +3. I now have NO2, -1, which is nitrite. And so I'm going to need more than one I need 3 of these to balance. So I'm going to need a parentheses. So this is NO2, parentheses again. And then I need 3 of them to balance, so I'm going to have 3. And so when I name this, I can't just name it iron nitrite since there's other charges. I need to name it iron 3. So it's iron, Roman numeral 3, space, nitrite. Okay, same thing here. Chromium is the cation, so it goes first. Hydroxide is -1. So to balance -1 with +3, I'm going to need 3 of these, so I have to have parentheses again. So this is OH. 3, and then when I name it, this has to be named. So this is chromium with an H, chromium 3, space, hydroxide. Okay. The last one is one of the representative elements. This is in group 1, so it doesn't need to have Roman numerals because it only can have a charge of 1. So since there's only a charge of 1, I don't have to put 1 there. It's just going to be potassium. So it goes first. And then you have the acetate ion. This is the longest of the ions. Because it's so long and ugly, most people learn it really fast because it's the only one that's totally terrifying. C2H3O2 is acetate. So I'm just going to write it down. C2H3O2. Okay. I should have checked to see, do I need parentheses? This is a -1, that's a +1. So it's a 1-to-1. So since it's a 1-to-1, I don't need a multiple. And since I don't need a multiple, I don't need any parentheses. It's just going to be C2H3O2. And then name it. So you name the first one first. 2 S's in potassium. Potassium acetate. You may learn some spelling in this lesson. Okay, I think you'll do fine.